Good morning, everyone. This is Bob Burge with the Indiana Department of Workforce Development. Thanks for joining us. We have a very exciting program this morning, virtual job fair. There's lots of people going back to work. There's lots of employers needing workers, and we're going to get into that today. So we got a lot of people signed up, hundreds of people signed up for today's program, and I can see many of them are coming up right now. So I'm going to stall for just a second, go over a couple housekeeping items for you, and then we'll jump right in. So the first is on questions. Questions are kind of a big part of these. If you have questions, send them our way. Not sure how many we can get to within the hour, but those that we don't get to, someone will follow up. And just so you know, by registering those employers that are on today, they'll all get a copy of the registration list, which will have your contact information. So they may be getting back to you directly as well. And we're actually going to get into specific jobs and how to apply with today's employers. So send us your questions, and we'll try to get to as many of those as we can. Also, you're going to be getting a lot of information today, and don't worry, because tomorrow at this time you'll be getting a link to the recording. So today's program is being recorded. All the slides, all the information you see today, all the things that you hear, you'll be able to go back and review starting tomorrow. You'll also be able to share that link with others. So that'll come in as an MP4 video. So an audio thing, if you have any audio issues, there's two options. You can listen directly through your phone. You can listen directly through your laptop over voice over IP, but you can also dial in. I'm actually dialed in right now, and so there's different options. So if you have any audio problems, you can go back in your audio setting and change that if you're having any issues. So with that, I'm going to do a polling question. We first want to find out a little bit about you. So I'm going to put up a quick polling question. Those of you that can see it, you'll see the question is, are you currently employed? That's a simple yes or no. This helps the recruiters. And I know during these times, lots and lots of people in Indiana are not employed. And so I know a lot of these employers today, they have training programs and so on. So this question would have been a lot different, I think, had we done it in February. So more after this, so I'll wait just one more second. Close it out, and I'm going to share it. So 62%. So roughly just about 2/3 of you are not employed currently. 38% are. So good to know. Good for the recruiters to know. So next one up, we are going to. This is an industry question. So which industry is your current or most recent employment? And you'll see the options in there are logistics, transportation, warehousing, manufacturing, healthcare, retail, restaurant, hospitality. I assume that includes food related or other. So, and I see that it is a wide range. Just another second. And we'll close this one out. Okay, so interesting results. So 61%, the runaway leader is other. So people are coming today through, as we can see, a wide range of backgrounds. And I know with several of these positions, that's very fine. So, okay, so. All right, let's get things kind of moving. So the first thing I want to do is introduce the president of our Region 5 Workforce Development Board, Jim Merring. Jim, thanks so much for putting this together and making this happen for, again, these hundreds of folks. Tell us a little bit about your office and what you do.
Thank you, Bob, and good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Jim Merring. I do serve as the chair of the Region 5 Workforce Development Board. You know, it really has been said, and I know we've heard, that necessity is oftentimes the mother of invention. With that in mind, and, you know, coupled with our current environment, I really would also like to extend a very warm welcome to all those who are participating in today's virtual job fair. As a point of reference for everyone, the Region 5 board does serve the 8 counties immediately surrounding Marion County. For businesses, Work One offers really very cost-effective and convenient access to job seekers. For those individuals who may be looking for employment, desiring to develop a career plan, or maybe even looking for a job or even a career change, Work One is a very key source for information, job referrals, placement assistance, and many other services. In today's environment, things obviously are a little bit different. And while the Work One offices are currently closed, I can assure you the staff is working very hard remotely to continue to serve the needs of both job seekers and employers' businesses in this 8-county service area. For more information, and as you can see, please visit our website at www.workoncentral.org for more information, including phone numbers for the office or offices close to you. Today's virtual job fair, I'm just so really excited about. It's going to present opportunities from 4 businesses in a county surrounding the west side of Indianapolis. I'm really looking forward to hearing these dynamic presentations from each of our businesses that have agreed to participate today. So with that, Bob, I want to say thank you so much, and I'll be quiet and I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Jim, and thanks so much for you and your staff. I know you got a great team with you over there in Region 5, and you guys are doing great things, and I can tell all those online today that with all the great work done by the regions around the state, and I know Dave, who's on with us today, can attest that Region 5 has certainly been the most assertive as far as creating events like this for people that are seeking work. So, Jim, thanks for you and your team for all you do. So, hey, let's get things moving. First up, let's introduce today's recruiters, the people and the companies that they represent. First, I want to introduce from Harlan Bakeries, Rebecca Ason. Rebecca, good morning. There she is. Rebecca, good morning. Don't forget to unmute. Okay, well, we're going to leave Rebecca up there. Hopefully, we'll be able to hear from her in a second. So, and next up, let's bring up from Maplehurst Weston Foods, Vanessa Bremer.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, thanks for joining us. And next up from NIPAC Products, Victoria Moisner. Victoria, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. And thanks for joining us. And from Walmart e-commerce, Carol Gilliam. Carol, good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Great. So there's our group. And with that, I am going to, and you'll be hearing from each of them. We're going to start with Rebecca at Harlan Bakeries. Rebecca, can we get
can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hey,
okay, good.
Yep.
I feel like a whole commercial. You hear me now? Good.
Yeah. That's outstanding. So that's right. Okay. So let's jump right in. So Harlan Bakeries, tell us a little bit about Harlan Bakeries.
Sure. So Harlan Bakeries is a food manufacturer located in Avon, Indiana. That is our headquarters. We've got several offices throughout the country, as well as an additional location on Kitley Avenue. And we produce bagels mainly out of this facility.
Okay. Where would we know where these bagels are sold?
So Thomas's, Dunkin' Donuts, Einstein, and also you can purchase them at Costco and Aldi.
Oh, good to know. Very good to know. So, okay, well, thanks, Rebecca. Next, so that's Avon, and that's what you guys do. And next, let's jump right into some of the jobs. You got some jobs you're going to walk us through, right?
Yes. So we're a growing organization, and luckily throughout all this COVID crisis, we remained in operation and we continue to grow. We've got quite a few positions open. That just signifies our commitment to growth and bringing in additional associates to grow within the company. So we've got about a total of 7 we're going to talk about today, and then some additional ones that can be found on our website. We've got a production shift supervisor, production associate positions, sanitation technicians, maintenance technicians, quality assurance technicians, ammonia refrigeration technicians, and frozen warehouse forklift operators that we're looking for.
Okay.
So we're going to start off
with multiple jobs. Okay. Let's jump right in. Production shift. Okay. Let's go.
So the first one is production shift supervisor. Currently, it says 1, but we've got 2 positions open. This would be an individual that would oversee one of the lines, multiple individuals they would manage based on each line. So it's for 3rd shift currently, but we always have openings in 1st and 2nd shift as well. So obviously, people management skills, people development skills. Ideal candidate would have some experience within the food manufacturing industry. In terms of benefits, the benefits are standard for all of our positions. We do offer some phenomenal medical coverages. Deductibles are quite low. So medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, and then personal time off as well as some vacation time.
Okay, and I know at the end we're going to get into, do you want to talk about benefits now, or do you want to do benefits at the end?
So those are just our general benefits. If people would like, more details in terms of what we offer, we'll be happy to provide that.
Okay, looks like you got a full range of benefits, though, that you offer employees, right?
Correct.
Okay. Medical,
dental, vision, life, 401k, and time off benefits.
Okay, you got the annual wage up there. And next job is?
So the next one is a production associate. We've got a total of 28 open positions. That is correct. And that is due to our growth. So the majority of those positions are on our 3rd shift. Basically, the production associate can work from in any areas. We've got what we call line operators, which work predominantly like in the dough room, in the bake line, and the pack line. So each of those areas are unique, and the individuals have the ability to come in as an entry-level associate and get trained and work their way up to other more skilled positions. But the hourly wage starts at 13, goes up to $16.50, and then there is a shift differential. If you work 2nd shift, it's an additional 50 cents, and if you work 3rd shift, it's an additional $1 per hour. So for these positions, if you have some manufacturing experience, it does help. It will come in handy for sure, but if you don't, this would be ideal for someone that's looking to perhaps change careers or change industries. We do provide training, and it's an exciting role. You get to make bagels and you're feeding the world at the same time. So why not try it, right?
Yeah. Hey, Rebecca, thanks, because I did get a question in already about somebody interested in changing careers. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And there's training available, so that's good.
Absolutely.
Okay, next up.
So the next up is a sanitation technician. We've got 2 open positions. Predominantly, so this is one of our, what I call key positions, right? These individuals ensure that all of our equipment, first and foremost, are cleaned and in order, because we do make food. And then in addition to cleaning the equipment, they are also responsible for some additional cleaning throughout the plant. These individuals, again, no experience needed. If they have worked in sanitation within another food manufacturer, they could hit the ground running, but we do train people, and again, opportunity to come in ground level and work your way up. The hourly wage for this position is $14 an hour, of course, with the shift differentials of 50 cents on 2nd shift and $1 on 3rd shift. Same benefits as all the other positions.
Hey, Rebecca, I'm going to call a timeout right here because I was going to ask you this at the end, but I think because of the position here, tell us about safety. With what's been going on in the last 6 weeks, I assume these people here have a big role on ensuring that it's a safe environment, right?
So we have normal PPE like that we require pre-COVID. That would be the use of head covers, safety glasses, gowns that they have to wear on the plant floor, hearing protection. But since COVID, we've actually upped those in the sense that, and of course, hand washing, right? So that was always a must. We've upped our requirements for hand washing. We've put dividers at the hand washing stations to make sure that people maintain some distance while they're washing their hands. Shoes, the soles of shoes are always sanitized. We do have sanitation mats in place by the sinks, but that was pre-COVID. Post-COVID, we didn't do a whole lot of different things other than we now have temperature screenings that we've added. So everyone at the beginning of their shift will have to come through one central point of entry. They get their temperatures read, and if they have no temperature, they're given a wristband. I'll demonstrate here. I got one on. They get a wristband to wear, different color for each day. That way we know that employees have been checked and they're okay to be on the plant floor. If they do register a temperature, they're referred to Human Resources. At that point, Human Resources will do case management. And in addition to that, we've been very proactive in case managing all of our illnesses to ensure people coming into the plant are 100% healthy.
Okay. So it sounds like safety has been a priority and it continues today, even more so. So, okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks for that timeout. Okay, so position number 4.
So the fourth one is a maintenance technician. There are 14 open positions. As you are well aware, and the individuals participating today, maintenance is a field that's always in need. So we are not unique. We do have a lot of opportunities here. Within maintenance, again, we're a manufacturing facility, a lot of moving parts. So need people to get those moving. These would be skilled positions, so individuals that have certain skills would be able to apply. If you have no skills in maintenance, you can certainly apply. We would have to put you on the ground level and get you trained up. But right now, most of our needs are on second and third shift for these individuals, and the rate of pay is between $19 and $25 an hour. 25 would be a little bit more skilled. Again, shift differentials do apply here. Second shift an additional 50 cents and third shift an additional $1.
Okay.
Same
so
benefit.
Lots of positions open there as well. Okay. So quality assurance technician.
So our quality assurance technician, we have one position currently. Certainly more to open up in the upcoming weeks. These individuals actually check the quality of the food. We want to make sure that the bagels that are produced meet the customer specifications, that it tastes right and looks right and conforms to the standards established by the customer that's requesting it. So by the time it gets to the end user, which would be the consumers, you guys, you put it in your mouth and you say, what a delicious piece of bagel we've got here. And you continue to go buy from that source. So these individuals definitely, some skills in quality, but definitely can be taught. Unless you're in the food manufacturing and you worked in bagel manufacturer, it's pretty hard for you to have the exact skill set we need here. But there's some basic skills, attention to detail, some basic math skills. And the rate of pay is $16.50 an hour for that position.
And training available. So, okay, for those that are
training.
Interested.
So all of our positions we're talking about today offer training. We understand, it goes back to the point that individuals may be switching industries or individuals may have never worked before. For example, high school graduates or recent college graduates looking to enter the workforce. We understand that there's a skill set that they may possess that way it will not transfer, but we can train them and get them up to speed fairly quickly.
Okay, next up, I think we got a couple more. Ammonia refrigeration technician.
We've got 3 of these, and basically these are high skilled. So these individuals have to maintain the ammonia refrigeration system within our plant. It is also one of our more important positions because working with ammonia is not a simple task. So for these positions, we do require individuals to have that background and meet the requirements. Again, same benefits. Rate of pay is $17 to $29 an hour, and we do have the 3 open positions across all shifts. Shift differentials again for this position as well, 50 cents for second shift, $1 for third shift.
Okay, and I do see down under the skills there are some specific examples of things that would be helpful for that. So, and I think we got one more, right, Rebecca?
I think so. So, frozen warehouse forklift operator. For this position, it's not a standard forklift operator. Yes, you should be able to operate a forklift. However, you're going to be working in a very cold environment, minus 10 degrees, and you're going to be in that consistently. So it is not for the faint of heart or people that have a low tolerance to cold environments. That would be the only requirement for this position. You have to have the ability to work in a super cold, minus 10 degree environment and be able to operate a forklift. We do have 3 open positions there. And again, pay is dependent upon experience, same benefits.
Okay, very interesting, unique position with that minus work environment, but I'm sure that will practice on. So, hey, I'm interested, Rebecca. What do I do? What do I do to apply? Tell us. Walk us through that.
You visit our website at harlanbakeries.com, and then you click on current opportunities. That will take you to the listing of all of our open positions. For any individuals that have more direct questions, I am available. Feel free to contact me. My contact information is on this slide. I'll be happy to address any concerns you have.
Okay, and Rebecca, I did have a couple questions come in. One of them asked about what the third shift hours were. I would assume you'd know that.
So the hours vary on the different shifts. They would be, and I can certainly send that answer because I don't have it in front of me, but I know the earliest, depending on which area you're in, it's from 5 to 6. Well, it starts at 5, at 6, and 7 a.m. and then runs 8 hours from there. They're 8-hour shifts, right. Typically Monday through Friday, but we do have some Saturday due to production demands. And then on Sundays, the only individuals that work are our sanitation and maintenance teams.
Okay, so it sounds like things are very busy. All these positions located in Avon, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. What does sound like lots happening at Harlan Bakeries. Rebecca, thanks for your time. We'll get back for a farewell right at the end, but thanks for your time this morning. And next, we're going to turn to Maplehurst and Weston Foods and Bakeries. Vanessa Bremer, yes.
Vanessa? Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. So
good morning.
Tell us a little bit about Maplehurst and Weston Foods, and then we'll jump into some jobs, okay?
Yeah, so Maplehurst is owned by Weston Foods, and Weston Foods has been around for approximately 135 years. It is a Canadian company. We have 2 locations here in Indiana, one in Brownsburg and one in Lebanon, so very close together. We also have 40 total bakeries in the U.S., Canada, and Costa Rica. So focusing on the bakeries in Indiana, the one in Brownsburg is the one I'm focused on the most today in terms of hiring, and that is a donut facility. So we make approximately 3.5 million donuts there a day. We also have some opportunities in Lebanon. That is a cake and cupcake facility. So that particular location is making cakes and cupcakes for Sam's and Meijer and so forth. And our donuts from Brownsburg are going out to Casey's and Meijer and Dunkin' and all of those great customers.
Okay, and I'm sure I've had many of your products and did not even necessarily connect it to you guys. So
absolutely.
Some really good stuff there. Okay, you ready to jump into some jobs?
Yeah, I am very ready to jump into jobs.
Okay, so the first one we're going to look at, I think you're going to talk about 5 today, right?
Yes, 5 total jobs. I wanted to start off by talking a little bit about very similar to the prior employer in terms of what we're doing for COVID. So obviously working in food Yeah, working in food manufacturing, I mean, we are following the GMPs as always, so having those in place have been really helpful. We've also added 2 additional critical control points when someone enters the building. So we're doing temperature checks, but we're also asking some critical questions with regards to symptoms. For those folks who have to be out because they're concerned about how they're feeling or maybe someone they've come been exposed to, we're also offering pay protection. So we don't want anyone to hesitate about whether or not they should come to work due to pay. We want them to be healthy, stay home, keep the team safe, and so we're paying them to stay home. We're also appreciating those folks who are coming in to provide these essential foods for the country and for the world, and so we're paying our folks an extra $2 per hour just to say thanks. For stepping up and going above and beyond. So, and as you can see, I'm working from home because we want to protect our team. And so those folks who have been deemed as non-essential, such as myself, not in terms of importance, but in terms of keeping the plant going, we want to keep people safe. And so those non-essential employees have been asked to work from home. And that's just part of our servant leadership in terms of lifting up the folks that are closest to the product. So we will start today with our production processor position. We have most of our availability for this role on 3rd shift currently. Currently, our 3rd shift runs from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. We typically run Monday through Friday with overtime, so on Saturdays, and if we do have to run a Sunday, we pay double time on Sunday. So we have a progressive scale based on the amount of time you spent with us. So we start at 1570 on this shift. When you hit 1643, that's at 90 days, and you'll go up to 1902 a year. After that, you'll continue to go up for the next 3 years, and we have cost of living increases every year. So our benefits are the same for all of our positions, whether you're hourly or salary, we all have the same benefits. So fantastic medical benefits through Anthem, Delta Dental for dental, Vision Anthem, and we have prescription life insurance, tuition reimbursement, 4% match on a 401k, and so forth. The skills and experience necessary, you've got to obviously be able to work 3rd shift. We ask that you're able to lift 50 pounds. Now, that's not consistently, but we ask that you have the capacity to do that. It's nice to see some experience on a resume or an application in terms of warehouse production, military, mail, assembly, distribution centers, those kinds of things. But we are open to candidates who are transferring from another line of work, whether it's the restaurant industry or another area. We do a lot of training. So our production processors are very high skilled. They're going to be operating machines on the line and or floating down the line and providing support to the line. So we train for about 4 weeks or 30 days. It's a pretty extensive training program for those individuals who are brand new. And that's that role.
All right, let's move on.
So the next role is our sanitation position. This is on 2nd shift. So 2nd shift runs from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And the sanitation position is a little bit different in terms of days off. They do receive 2 days off during the week, and they are required to work weekends because we typically have shutdown on the weekends, specifically Sundays for sanitation. Our sanitation team is very important to us, and they're paid at the same rate as the operators. So again, all of these wages, these last 2 jobs are the same. So 1530 to start, 1603 at 90 days, 1862 for a year. And just a reminder, we are currently paying that essential pay of an additional $2 per hour. So our sanitation team, if you've ever done sanitation in the past, you've probably noticed a transition of how amazing this role has become and how imperative it is to the business. No longer is it about cleaning restrooms and common areas. There's a little bit of that, but most of our folks are dedicated to making sure that that equipment is safe for our products to run on it. There are a couple different requirements for this role as to production. You will have to work at high heights. So if you're afraid of heights, this probably isn't a good job for you, and you're going to have to get wet, unfortunately. But we do provide you with additional PPE to help keep you dry when you're working. Same benefits, just as important. All of our roles are important to us as the production processor.
Hey, Vanessa, I did have a question just come in about the $2 And so the hourly wages, they see the $2 for now is in addition to that. Am I hearing that correct?
Yes. So for this job in particular, if you look at $15.30 an hour, that would be a normal start rate. We'd be paying an additional $2 per hour on top of that. So it'd actually be $17.30. Again, that's because we provide food to the world. People consider donuts, obviously, to be breakfast, which we greatly appreciate. And we can't stop giving them the food that they need. We also appreciate those folks that are coming into work during these tough times as well. So that's our way of saying things.
Okay. And is there any, I had a question on how long that's going to go. Is that just still to be determined?
It is. We've already had it extended about 2/3 of the way through May. But again, since this is a brand new experience for all of us, it'll be difficult to anticipate how long we'll continue. As long as we need to, we will, absolutely. But for sure through about the 3rd week of May.
Okay, so let's jump to third position.
Yes. So we only have one maintenance mechanic position currently open, and our maintenance mechanic A is a higher skilled maintenance mechanic. So someone who's done maintenance in an industrial setting of some sort. We are looking for someone with some electrical experience. So we have a lot of experts, subject matter experts that are in maintenance and other areas of expertise, but we do need someone who's got some electrical experience. Again, third shift is from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. So the wages with this particular role depend on experience. So they could range from $25.38 to $31.09 per hour. And this does not include that essential pay as well. So this would be the base wage. You have to be able to understand SSOPs, GMPs, HACCP, and so forth. You have to have that demonstrated experience. And we really enjoy military candidates for this type of role, in addition to those who've worked in industrial manufacturing. So if you've been in the military, please apply for this. A lot of the skills that you were able to learn and experience would be helpful in our setting. Same benefits as the other roles.
Okay. Okay. And number 4.
Number 4 is Lebanon. So we have several sanitation positions open in Lebanon. This schedule is a really sweet work-life balance schedule. So they're going to be working Saturday and Sunday, and then they're going to have 2 days during the week. So between those 4 days, they're going to accomplish 40+ hours. Again, you have to be okay with getting wet and going at high heights. But this is a little bit different environment. This is a cake environment. It's a little bit smaller facility, much easier to clean. Again, we're looking for those folks who'd be willing to help us keep the people there safe. The wages are a little bit different in Lebanon, so you just might want to make note. It is $13.96 to $14.36 to start, and then it hits $15.15 to $15.55 after 90 days. The difference between the two being the difference between being on the day shift and being on the night shift. So if you've had for any of the sanitation roles, if you've had any experience cleaning, whether you've been a machine operator in your past and you were responsible for cleaning your machine, or maybe even you've worked in a motel, hotel, nursing home, hospital type sanitation environment, we would be interested in having you join our team, because we need those folks who are passionate about keeping people safe. And we know that experience you've had up to this point, it will be very valuable, and we'll be able to train you with the additional skills that you'll need for this environment.
Okay, and same benefits go with all these positions. And next,
absolutely.
The final position we'll talk about are salaried roles and internships. Okay.
Absolutely. So I didn't. You can check out the website for the most current list. I pulled a couple here that are located in Brownsburg or Lebanon. One of the cool things about Maplehurst Bakeries Weston Foods is that Brownsburg is our corporate location for the U.S. Although Canada, Toronto is our company location in terms of our corporate center there, it is our corporate center for the U.S. is right here in Indiana and Brownsburg. And so these roles are stationed here between Brownsburg and Lebanon, but the company offers a lot of opportunities for advancement and for relocation. So me personally, I started at one of our facilities in South Dakota, and I had the opportunity to go to Virginia and to Pennsylvania, and now I'm here in Indiana, which I absolutely love. But take a look at the roles that are posted in terms of our salaried positions. We have a senior financial analyst and we have a production supervisor. Same benefits as our hourly team. We also offer a variety of college internships. So if you're in college and you're looking for an internship opportunity, whether it's this year or next year, take a look and see what opportunities might be out there. If you're looking for an internship and you haven't found something and you don't see something that meets your needs, feel free to reach out to me and I'd be more than happy to contact our talent acquisition team to see what we have left. But we really enjoy providing students with opportunities to work in food manufacturing, especially those that have never considered it as an opportunity for a career.
Okay, so thanks for mentioning that. Thanks for mentioning internships. And so Vanessa, I'm interested. What do I do next?
Yeah, so there's a couple different things you can do. We're easily linked in with Indeed. So if you want to go on to Indeed, if that's your easiest mode of applying, and just look for us, either Weston Foods or Maplehurst Bakeries, you'll find us. Otherwise, you can go to www.westonfoods.ca or www.westonfoods.com, either one. When you get to that website, click on Careers. Then you'll have 3 opportunities to select. So bakery teams, that would be our hourly teams. So that would be the sanitation, the production roles, those kinds of things. Our commercial opportunities and our corporate opportunities would be our salaried roles. And then there's a special selection for those who are looking for internships. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen in addition to my email, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. If you've applied in the past, and you're wanting to follow up on your application, just think back to how long you applied ago. If it's been in the last 3 months or so, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to provide you with some feedback on your application. And if it's been longer than that, I would encourage you to reapply. When you're filling out your application, just make sure you're including all information that would help us make a really good decision on whether to move forward with you in the process. Try not to leave big gaps or blanks or anything like that. Help us understand why you would be a great candidate.
Hey, Vanessa, before I let you go, I have a couple of the same questions that have come in asking about individuals that are interested that have limited English experience. And so can you address that?
That's a really great question. So all of our communications and our computer programs are in English. So all that we ask is that you have a basic understanding of English. You don't have to be an English rock star. We've got a lot of folks from around the world that work with us, and we treasure everybody. But if you could do some basic English reading and communication, it will be absolutely fine. I find my background's English language learners and English as a second language. And so I find that sometimes it just takes a little bit of confidence to kind of work through those applications. And we are more than happy to reword phrased questions in interviews and so forth to make sure that you understand what we're asking.
Okay. Hey, Vanessa, thanks for your time. And we'll be back for a farewell at the end. Next up, let's turn to Nice Pack Products and Victoria Moisner. Victoria, good morning. And Nice Pack Products. So let's, why don't you kind of take us through, tell us a little bit about the company and where you guys are located and what you guys do.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know what Nice Pack, what we are a big manufacturing company for wet wipes, very essential business right now in this situation we're in. We have 2 locations in Indiana that I'm going to focus on. We have a location in Mooresville, Indiana. This is our big manufacturing facility where we actually produce the product. And when you hear of wet wipes, just to kind of elaborate a little bit more on that, we produce baby wipes, facial wipes, sanitizing wipes. We have our own name brand. I'll kind of show you one of them. We have our own name brand hand wipes. We have Grind Boss wipes as well. We have our Nice Pack wipes, baby wipes, but we also produce for other companies as well. We produce a lot of Kirkland wipes from Costco. A lot of people love those. I like those myself. We produce for Amazon. We produce for Walmart. So we produce for a lot of other companies, not just our name brand as well. So we're definitely staying busy in this time. Just a few things I want to highlight from just about our company. We were founded in 1962. We were the first person to produce the first disposable wet nap. We partnered with KFC, the founder of the company, Arthur Julius. His son right now is the CEO of the company. So we're definitely a stable company. But those are the two locations I am going to focus on. Mooresville in Mooresville, Indiana, this is more of our manufacturing facility. And then in Plainfield, Indiana is more of our distribution center, so more of our logistic types of business. So I'm going to focus on two main important jobs right now. There are entry-level jobs, and then we also have an additional jobs as well posted on our website. Okay.
Okay, so the first one, the machine operator, right?
Yeah, so machine operator in training. I always like to add that in training part, mainly because a lot of people think being a machine operator, you have to have the experience. That's not necessary. We do have a training program you go through, just a few qualifications you need to have. You have to have a high school diploma or GED. You have to be willing to work in a manufacturing environment. It's a very fast-paced environment. One thing we implement in our interview process is an assessment test we have everybody take. The assessment test is very quick and very basic information. So that's one qualification you have to go through. Prefer experience, but like I said, not required. We go through a training program. The training takes about anywhere from 90 to 120 days, just depending on how fast you learn. And also really depending on your experience. If you've done this before, you kind of catch on a little quicker. And then you have the opportunity. One thing about NICEPAC is that you have the opportunity to grow and learn. We have different machines in our manufacturing facility that does different tasks. So once you get certified on one machine, you're more than welcome to learn another machine. And that kind of broadens your skills and your knowledge kind of the company and the process of how our product is made. And we're always about growth as well. And going on to benefits, we offer pretty decent benefits, medical, vision, and dental insurance starting day one of employment, which is a big highlight within our company and our benefits. We have an on-site clinic here in Mooresville as well, free to the associate and their immediate family. Very beneficial. I use this benefit myself and my family. We have a 401k benefit, tuition reimbursement, just a list of benefits. If anybody wants to know more information, they're more than welcome to reach out to me and I'll kind of elaborate a little bit more. So those are kind of the overall benefits. So going on, just to talk about shifts, our shifts are a little different. We have 4 different shifts. We have 2 day shift and 2 night shift. Since we are a 24/7 facility, we operate what is called a 2-2-3 schedule. If you haven't heard that, I like to call it a 2-week rotation schedule, which means pretty much you work 2 days, off 2 days, work 3 days, and the next week would be the complete opposite. So, and then just you work every other weekend and then you get days off during the week. But we're also looking for somebody that has the ability to work those long hours because you would be standing and kind of working 11 to 12 hours a day. So right now we have some day shift, but most of the shifts are night shift, which is the hours are 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. On that 2-week or the 2-2-3 rotation schedule. And then I know it can get confusing. If you have any questions, you can just kind of reach out to me myself and I'll elaborate a little bit more. The starting range for this position, we do a shift differential. So first shift is 16, night shift is $16.50. And then we also do the $2 hazardous pay as well. So it's $2 on top of that until the end of this month, unless it gets extended. But right now it's at least until the end of May. So right now during May time, it's $18 to $18.50 for our machine operator and training position.
And I think Victoria, the Mooresville based, is that right?
Yep. Mm-hmm, yep. So since our manufacturing facility is mainly in Mooresville, the machine operating positions are in Mooresville.
Okay. And I think there's another position you're gonna talk about, right?
Yeah, so This is our warehouse operator in training position. This position, we actually have positions mainly in Plainfield. That's where more of our distribution center is in. But we also have warehouse operator in training positions here in Mooresville. We have a smaller warehouse attached to the production floor where they kind of keep our business running out there. They're the ones that once the product is finished and is ready to load on a truck, they load it on the truck and they keep the business running. But most of them are in Plainfield facility. The warehouse operator, just to elaborate a little bit more, is more like a forklift operating position. One highlight qualifications of this position that we're looking for, we're wanting at least 6 months to a year of experience on a stand-up forklift. At least that, and then a high school diploma. So this is in training, but this requires some experience, not a whole lot. We're not asking for a whole lot. You'll still be learning different aspects of the distribution center, and you have the opportunity to learn different tasks as well. This benefits are the same across the board, whether it's salary or hourly. Like I said, we're just focusing on salary or hourly right now. The hourly wage for day shift is $15.50 and for night shift is $16. For this position, between both locations, we have both open day shift and night shift. And they operate on the same rotation schedule like I was talking back for the machine operator and training position. Since we do operate on a 24/7 basis.
Okay, so given the nature of your product, I assume these are the busiest times ever?
Yes, definitely very busy. I mean, even before now, we were always busy since we still operate 24/7, but definitely busier now. And a few things we've implemented throughout this time, you know, since kind of the product we work with, we always have to follow our GMP policies, of course, our regular PPE, going through hand washes, different things like that. But just like the other employers have stated, we've also implemented a screening process. Anybody that enters the parking lot has to go through temperature screening. They ask a few questions about the virus if you've ever been exposed. And then one requirement that we've started as of last week is you have to wear a mask within the facility. Any visitor or employee, we provide the mask, or you can wear your own. And then we also have wipes throughout the facility as well, kind of available at any times, just to kind of encourage people to always wipe their hands and wash their hands. So those few things we are doing.
And Victoria, I did have a question come in. If you can just elaborate, a couple of you have mentioned GMP, the general manufacturing practices. For those that might not be aware, just a quick 10, 15 seconds on what that is, what that means.
Yeah. So our regular PPE practice is pretty much kind of some qualifications is we have a hand washing station. Every person has to go through washing your hands a few times, sanitizing it, and wearing a hairnet and a beard net. So that was implemented, I mean, before the COVID-19 situation. So those are the main qualifications. And then also closed-toe shoes, pants, short sleeves, no short sleeves, either long sleeves. So just your regular PPE qualifications. Those are a few things that are required here at NICEPAC. Okay,
well, and thanks I was going to ask you about the safety, but you have brought it up, and it sounds like another safety is the number one priority. So appreciate that. So hey, I'm interested. How do I apply? What can you tell me?
Yeah, so if you're interested, the first thing is to submit an online application at nicepac.com/careers, which is the website at the bottom. If you have applied within the last month, you can go ahead and email me. My email is on the slide, just so that I can kind of look up your application to see kind of where you are at in the process. But that would be the very first step, is to submit an online application. If you have any questions or problems on that, then you can go ahead and email me or give me a call.
And Victoria, before I let you go, I did have another question, same question that came in about people with skills but limited English. Do you allow that?
Yeah, so just basically, everything that we have is in the English language. So pretty much basic English skills, communication skills. You have to be able to read some English and communicate through some English as well.
Okay, thanks for that, Victoria Moisner. Thanks so much. And the Nice Pack story is one that's certainly very, very relevant right now. If you don't mind, could you send me a couple cases to my house? I know we were
very limited.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks. Okay, so next up from Walmart e-commerce, please welcome Carol Gilliam. Carol, good morning, and are you ready to roll? You want to take us through and tell us a little bit what Walmart e-commerce does?
Good morning. Yes, I am ready to roll when you are.
Sure, let's jump right in. So.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the Talent Acquisition Manager at Walmart e-commerce here in Plainfield. I'm going to talk to you mainly about our opportunities that we have at the Plainfield Fulfillment Center, but I'll also share with you ways that you can look at other jobs in the company as well.
Okay, so you want to jump into the first job? All right, let's do that. I don't know how many we're going to talk about today. Let's see what.
So our main position that we're hiring for now is our warehouse associate. So for this particular position, we have a couple of different ways that you can come in. We have full-time workers that we're looking for, and we're also looking for seasonal. So for a seasonal worker, right now, if you're a person that's been displaced due to COVID-19 and you're looking for something to do until your job comes back online, this may be a good fit for you. I'll start off talking about our new safety measures. So everyone has to wear a mask that is in the building. If you do not have a mask, one will be provided for you. We also do a temperature check on everybody that enters the building, and we also have screening questions to make sure that you haven't been recently exposed to COVID-19, so that way everyone in the building is safe. We also, of course, practice the social distancing, included in the break rooms where we've spread everything out a little bit more to make the associates feel more comfortable. If you also want gloves, those are provided as well. We have an outside company that comes in and sprays our areas, wipes down all of our surfaces to make sure everybody feels safe and comfortable in the building. Now for the warehouse position, this is the sortable building. So typically we ask that you're able to lift up to 60 pounds. However, most of our stuff will be less than 30 pounds. So you will be on your feet 10 to 12 hours a day. Typically our shifts on a normal time, we have 4 10-hour shifts and 3 12-hour shifts. So typically our Monday through Thursday groups work 4 10-hour days, and our weekend crew works 3 12-hour days. As far as the hourly wage, starts from $15.75 up to $17.45, and we are paying an extra $2 an hour through June 5th on top of that wage. Some of the benefits that are offered once you have completed 90 days of employment, we do have medical, dental, and vision to offer. 401k, where Walmart matches up to 6% after 1 year. You have the opportunity to purchase Walmart stock. One of my favorite discounts, we get 10% discount both online and in Walmart stores. And a huge benefit that we have is our $1 a day tuition program. So if you're looking at obtaining your associate's degree, your bachelor's degree, maybe even a technical certificate, or taking Rosetta Stone classes, we have an opportunity here where you pay $1 a day and Walmart covers the rest of your tuition. We also have a discount website exclusively for Walmart employees. So that includes everything from cell phone plans to travel, to discounts on insurance, electronics. So it's a real huge benefit to being a Walmart employee. So a day-to-day person in a warehouse, you will either be picking or packing orders for customers. So obviously with the COVID-19, a lot of people are choosing to order items online to get sent to their home. So we're definitely busy in this building in e-commerce fulfilling those orders. So you will either be picking an order for a customer or packing orders for a customer. Any questions so far about the warehouse associate opportunity?
I did have a question on one of the benefits that
Yes.
it asked, is there any limit on the purchases that you make?
I'm sorry, the limit on the
purchase amount that you make?
Oh, no. Yeah, it's a 10% discount online and in-store. So there are certain things, for example, like during Thanksgiving and Christmas time, they'll throw an additional percentage off for us associates that are getting fresh food and turkeys and things of that nature to feed your family. So they do have some exceptions on things that you get a discount on. And when you scan your card at the register, it will let you know what items that you did not get a discount on.
Okay, so I mean, those of us that are regular Walmart shoppers, I am sure that over the course of a year, that can have a significant benefit. So.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right, Carol, I think you got, how many are you going to talk about today? How many positions?
Yeah, so
we'll jump right in. Okay.
Yeah, so our warehouse associate is the position in our fulfillment center here in Plainfield that we are mainly fulfilling for. However, when you visit the careers.walmart.com website, you can funnel that by your specific city and state. So you can search worldwide how many opportunities that Walmart has. So if you're looking for an opportunity at one of the store sites or maybe the neighborhood market, all of that will be on there as well. So our facility, of course, is located in Plainfield, 9590 All Points Parkway. My cell phone is 317-435-6428. If you text me your email address, I will personally send you the link to apply. So when you do apply, you want to apply from home in a quiet place using a computer, because we do have an assessment that you will take. It takes about 40 minutes typically to complete the assessment. So please do that from a computer. We also do a background check as well. So the typical turnaround is if you apply today, we try to get you in the building in the next 2 to 3 days. So you'll take your assessment test at home, you'll do your background check at home, and then we'll bring you in for your orientation to start. So typically we try to do that in 2 to 3 day increments. Some exciting things that happen in the building, of course, we have a very diverse associate population. We have a wall that has flags that everybody represents. We also have another wall for our veteran population. I'm a veteran myself, so Walmart definitely believes in the veteran community and supports veterans a lot. We also do a lot of community service, so if you're looking for an opportunity to give back to the community, for example, we went to Wheeler Mission and helped fed the homeless. The associates here also collected toys at Christmas time to give out. So if you're passionate about giving out to the community, it's something that Walmart definitely believes in and we support here. You can also, on the slide, it has the link to the full-time associate. Again, we also have a seasonal opportunity. The seasonal associates, you do not have to take an assessment. You just need to fill out the application and also a background check. Seasonal associates will have the opportunity to convert over to full-time. After you've been here around 90 days, we look at your productivity, your attendance, to see if you would be a good fit to be a full-time candidate here.
Carol, I did have a question on, can an associate take any coursework for tuition reimbursement?
So the way our tuition program works is once you've been here 90 days, we have a select group of colleges and universities that we work with. Purdue Global is probably one of the newest ones. I know not Western Government, I'm sorry. I forgot the name of the other school. I had a little brain thing there, but Purdue Global is one of the colleges that we work with. So if you're interested in obtaining your associate's degree or bachelor's degree, we have a team that will help you with their enrollment process to select your course, your curriculum that you're going to take. And then again, you pay $1 a day, and then Walmart will cover the rest of your tuition.
Okay, Carol Gillum, hey, thanks for that. Lot going on there, and it sounds like some great opportunities as well. And for a very big company, the way you present it, that you can get it very close to home by contacting you directly for questions regarding the Plainfield facility.
Yes, if you can, like, again, you can send me a text to my cell phone, and I will personally send you the link. And of course, if you have questions, you can either email me or call me. And we are hiring. We would like to definitely get you in here as soon as possible. Of course, you could start here at Walmart, and if you at the e-commerce in Plainfield, but if you wanted to transfer to different stores and things of that nature, after you've been here 6 months, there's opportunity to do that. There's opportunity for growth and advancement to become a lead or a manager. So there's just a lot of opportunities here at Walmart, and we're excited and honored to be on this virtual fair. And good luck to all the applicants out there looking for their next career.
Thanks, Carol. And Carol, if you don't mind keeping your camera on, I'm going to bring up the others for just a quick goodbye. Let's see if Rebecca is still on from Harlan Bakeries. Rebecca, are you still there? Okay, there's Victoria and Vanessa. I saw Vanessa is on. I think just about everybody. So let's jump to Vanessa. Hey, thanks. Okay, so let's go with Rebecca. Let's go back in order. So Rebecca, thank you. And any final comments for the folks joining us today? Remember your mute. There you go. Rebecca? Oh boy. Let's go to Vanessa. Vanessa, anything for time for a farewell? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. I just greatly appreciate the opportunity to share about our company and our opportunities. I wanted to add to, we did have a freezer warehouse position open today. So if you've got experience with a stand-up forklift, make sure you check that out. But thank you so much for tuning in and considering us during this difficult time.
Okay, Rebecca, are you on yet? I do not hear you. You may try it again. Let's go to Victoria. Victoria, thanks so much. Any final comments?
Yeah, I did want to add one more thing. Thank you so much for inviting us to this. And for any listeners out there, job seekers, we have more opportunities than what I talked about today. It changes on a weekly basis. So just go to our website. And then if you have, like I said, if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and just give me a call or shoot me an email. But thank you so much.
Okay, and Carol.
Sure. One thing I just was made aware of, we do have an opportunity for a general maintenance associate and a maintenance technician. So if you have that experience dealing with maintenance, please, again, send me a text 317-435-6428, and I will get that link to you. I also wanted to touch back on our hours too. So I know a lot of people have questions about shift time. So our S1 shift works 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., typically Monday through Thursday. S2 is also Monday through Thursday, 5:15 p.m. to 3:15 a.m. S4 is Friday through Sunday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And S5 is Friday through Sunday, 6:30 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. Right now, the building is in overtime, so if you're looking for an opportunity to work a lot of hours, everyone's much been working 6 days a week, 11-hour shift. So you have an opportunity to grab some pretty large paychecks for the next couple of weeks. And again, we're paying an additional $2 an hour up through June 5th.
Okay, thanks, Carol. I'm going to go back one more time. Rebecca, are you now with us?
Yes, I think so. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Any thanks for that. And any final comments?
I just wanted to add in there that we did implement wearing masks several weeks ago. We've provided all of our associates with masks, and then we essentially don't let any vendors in the building until they've been fully vetted. So there is no free access into our sites, number one. Number two, we are growing as an organization, and we're excited to welcome new talent to our operations here, and collectively amongst all of the other employers, we would like to welcome everybody to come. And of course, it's a chance to change careers, try something new if you haven't been in the food business. But, good luck to everyone. If anyone has more questions, my availability is very open. They can reach out to me directly and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, and thanks for all of you. I was going to bring up to each of you the safety issue, but you beat me to it. It sounds like 4 great companies with lots of great job opportunities. Safety is top priority at all of them. I didn't even have to ask about that. So I did want to let you know there were some questions that came in on folks that might have a criminal background and specifically the Second Chance Employer Program. I want to leave that up to you guys. You'll see those questions that came through, so those will come to you directly. We'll keep those a little more private so you guys can deal with those as you see, as you'll be getting a list of everyone and their contact information. So with that, I'm going to bring up to close the program Jim Mehring. And Jim, thanks so much. Again, for those of you that don't know, Jim is the president of the Region 5 Workforce Development Board. And Jim, thanks so much for you and your team for putting this together. And Jim, with that, I'm going to turn it over to you to close.
Thank you, Bob. The first thing that comes to my mind right now is, wow, we range from feeding the world to helping keep the world safe in this COVID environment, from Plainfield, Avon, Brownsburg, Lebanon to worldwide. I also noticed a wide array of previous work experiences that would apply to each of these opportunities. And I'll do a loud shout out to Carol, thanking her for her service. If my math was correct, there were nearly 65 employment opportunities presented today, and that is absolutely incredible. The business presentations were so professionally done, but I was struck more by the enthusiasm and the energy that was presented by each. I'm so impressed by that. So I just encourage everyone to please be sure to visit each of these companies via their websites for more information, for the positions that were talked about today. But as we heard, there's others that may be available. I would also, as a reminder, have folks be sure to utilize Work One via our website at WorkCentral or workoncentral.org. I can't close without saying a very special thank you to people like Sally Eisbrenner, David Chetkowski, you, Bob, the Department's Workforce Development, and just a host of other team members whose efforts made today possible. I want everyone to understand these folks are working tirelessly in their efforts to meet the needs of communities we serve, especially in this time. So let me say this in closing. I just really want to thank you, the businesses, and all those participating in the job fair for your interest and your participation in today's event. We really, really appreciate it, and we wish you all the very, very best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.